Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rodgers now on 1st down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl now. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line.
A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hal throwing on 1st down here.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Touchdown, Washington.
De'Ami Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. We'll get this to about the 38. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Powell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Powell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure. And their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 17, Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And again, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Bo Melton.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score. Commanders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a perfect.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Howell under pressure. They got him again. Quay Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Third and long. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Howell, another throw on second down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing here, Howell.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's able to find Melton.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. Went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Rodgers going to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second and 8 coming up. Second down, Howell back to pass.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hal down to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tariq Carpenter.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down, Howell now.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Howell.
Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's Howell with another throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he's going to go down again. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Finding space at the 40. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.